Richard and Coyla Grumm this morning as Arcadia Unified's Golden Apple Award winners. You know, author Gary Chapman writes and speaks around the topic of love. Specifically, Mr. Chapman has developed a theory that we portray love in 5 different ways, and we actually receive love as well in 5 different ways. And one of those ways that we as humans like to give love is through acts of service. And it's my suspicion this morning that we're sitting among some giants in the area of acts of service. And it's such an honor every year to come to this breakfast and honor folks like Dick and Coyla. So Dick and Coyla Grumm are no different, and they're the worthy recipients of the Golden Apple Award. Dick and Coyla are 2 of the most devoted servants you could ever want to meet, and each has given to our schools in selfless and very deep ways. After teaching for several years in Pasadena and raising 2 great kids, one of which is here, Carolyn, Coyla brought her talents to Arcadia. She was a caring and innovative teacher at her neighborhood school of Highland Oaks for nearly 15 years before trying to retire for the first time. Didn't work. She was quickly recruited to return and given the title of retiree on special assignment. And that sign, believe it or not, still exists in our district office over a door. I went and looked yesterday, it's still there. So we affectionately began to call Coyla our Rosa. And she became one of our initial technology leaders by helping to implement our first Classroom of the Future program, as well as our robotics program, which continues to thrive and live on today. 7 years later, Coyla retired. Again, only to immediately return to Arcadia Unified as a permanent fixture at her daughter's classroom at her daughter's school, Baldwin Stocker Elementary School, where she has become the 3D printer queen, overseeing the development of entire 3-dimensional communities. Additionally, Coyla has been instrumental, note the word, in the success of the Arcadia High School Marching Band program. For over 20 years, Coyla has organized, administrated, put together the structure of bringing, 400 Arcadia High School Apache musicians, an entire army of volunteers. They even transport 3 or 4 golf carts up to Idlewild and spend a week with our orchestra and our band, and it's a huge undertaking. And I noticed this last couple of years, she's been passing that along to her daughter Carolyn as well, who's also now a part of that. Coyla has also been huge in our music club program. She has coordinated. How many of you have been to the Festival of Bands at Citrus College Stadium in the room? I'm sure many of our bands have marched. For the last 20 years, Coyla has really organized that event, coordinating all the volunteers for the field show, organizing the bus and truck parking, coordinating with judges, organizing the trophy presentation, and so forth. Every year, 5,000 people come to the Festival of Bands, and Coyla has done all that organization for all these years, along with a lot of help.
Yes.
Where were you in 1965? Well, on July 15th, 1965, I know where Dick Grumm was, because Dick was in charge of the recording equipment that was tasked with taking the data from the Mariner 4 space probe as it passed within 6,000 miles of Mars. Now, the Mariner 3, 1 year earlier, had failed to send back the images, and so there was a lot of pressure on Dick's team to record the data as it came from Mars to try to capture the images of Mars. Well, I didn't know this, but I learned this yesterday. As they were waiting for the optical or digital images to emerge, it was an 8-hour process before the first digital image would come forward. But Dick was receiving data through his recorder, and he came up with a plan to print out all the data, put it on the wall, literally numbers, and color code it in browns, yellows, and oranges. And he developed, with his team, the first image of the planet Mars that was projected across televisions worldwide. That was Dick Grumm. If you guys... Who's that? When you get home today, Google his name, put in Richard Grumm NASA. You're going to find some wonderful stuff on that. But Dick's love of recording technology translated to Arcadia Unified very soon after. For the last 20 or so years, Dick has been working with Highland Oaks Elementary School. He has constructed this amazing sound system and audio and video projection system up there. He has helped our kids learn about lighting and sound. He's overseen the installation of that equipment. He started a video club. He's taught kids how to do this stuff. He was the first to get inter-classroom or closed captioning television between our classrooms a long time ago. You know, Dick retired from NASA in 2001, but along with his devoted wife, he has spent countless hours giving back to the Arcadia community, and we're so proud of him. Martin Luther King once said, "Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service." You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for your grace in serving the students of Arcadia Unified School District. Thank you.